Welcome to X-Lab TV. This is your host, Hathor Urzuli Akhenaten, and I welcome you on the first segment of Priestess Politics. We are going to go into the state of what we like to call America. But the first thing you've got to do is smash that like button, smash that subscribe button, and follow me because I've got a lot to talk about, honey. Let's get into it. People. What we need to be addressing is what is the state of the justice system in America? Are we in a banana republic? Are we in a third world country? Or are we in a communist country where the law's only one-sided? I need you to decide. Let's take a look at what justice looks like these days.
It was a big story after it happened over Memorial Day weekend, and now Paul Pelosi, the husband of Speaker Nancy Pelosi, avoiding some jail time. Let's go ahead and take you.
Now let's talk about good old Joe, our current president, who passed one of the most notorious crime bills in 1994. I was but just a mere 8 years old, but I can remember clearly living in NYC, that crack and cocaine epidemic messed up and devastated families. I have family and family friends till this day that is out there rotting in jail because they was labeled as criminals. But nowadays, we about to see that the term and the verbiage has changed to addict. Oh, when the chicken come home to roost. The hypocrisy these days has no boundaries. Take a look.
Reporting, and the Washington Post reporting suggests that prosecutors think they have enough to charge your son Hunter for tax crimes and a false statement about a gun purchase. Personally and politically, how do you react to that?
Well, first of all, I'm proud of my son. This is a kid who got, not a kid, he's a grown man. He got hooked on, like many families have had happen, hooked on drugs. He's overcome that. He's established a new life. He is, I'm confident that he is, what he says and does are consistent with what happens.
Affecting you, your son, while there's no ties to you, could be charged by your Department of Justice. How will that impact your presidency?
First of all, my son's done nothing wrong. I trust him. I have faith in him. And in fact,
it's funny how this bill and this justice system affects African Americans, i.e. black people, my peoples, the most. But yet, everybody acting like they done been slapped by Dragonfly Jones. Everybody from your athletes, to your politicians, to your actors, to all of these celebrities, bloggers. Everybody's on this silence. It's crazy, man. So, good old Joe really just can't stop, won't stop. I think he had Diddy as an advisor over there with him talking about, can't stop, won't stop. I don't know, but honestly speaking, when we look at everything and the dynamics of what he set up, let's take a look at guns, for example. Old Joe said we can't have guns. They need to take the guns. But yet, his Lil Joe, okay, we're gonna call him Lil Joe in this case, got unregistered guns. You take a look at the tax department. He was getting ready to hire 80,000 IRS field agents to come and audit the poor, small businesses and everyday working tax-paying folks like you and I. And then to top everything off, like I said before, the drugs now no longer is criminalized. It's just Lil Joe is an addict. I'm telling y'all, listen, old Joe just can't help himself, man. What I need to know right now, out of all these functions of what Lil Joe done did, what we seeing from all of this is that there's been no jail time. And what's crazy is that this is what we call the ultimate facade in front of us of white supremacy.
Stand up against the poison white supremacy as I give my inaugural address to single out as the most dangerous terrorist threat to our homeland is white supremacy.
Now, my problem is all of my no justice, no peace, folks. This right here, what we saw in front of us, has affected us more than any other race. Okay, if this bill and if this display of what old Joe did for Lil Joe is to show you that it really doesn't exist. But why am I hearing crickets in the room? Why it's so quiet? what's really going on, peeps? We keep saying no justice, no peace. Let me take a look here. So we got AOC. You can't see? Talking about no justice, system corrupt. So now you can't see? Benjamin Crump. Yeah, where you at? Always talking about no justice, no peace. You're out there trying to get peace for Trayvon, peace for everybody. But I don't see you out here trying to crump up on this case, partner. Do I gotta call Breezy, man? Brother Al. I said, Brother Al Sharpton. You're always marching and protesting for the no justice, no peace, man. But it seems like now the only march you want to be doing is to get the dang on discount on the perms, man. On the perms, man. Where you at, brother? And what about the ladies at The View? To be having a show called The View, y'all acting mighty blind over there. I mean, you might as well have Stevie Wonder hosting the show. And then don't get me started on the late great Ray Charles. I mean, he could come up on the show and he'd have a song specifically for Whoopi. I say it wouldn't be Georgia. It wouldn't be Georgia. It would have been, I say, Whoopi. You need a whooping, okay? Because you're acting like you can't see, whooping. You're acting like you can't see. So, moral of the story, it is our responsibility as Americans, my fellow Americans, to make sure that we're here preserving the spirit of justice in America. As Americans, we're all we got. Okay, so let's put aside our differences. Let's make sure that we have a clear view in understanding that justice should be for all and that we have to focus about our future and the generations to come. This is our home. And guess what? If America fails at justice, just know the rest of the world would be in turmoil as well. So to my fellow Americans, to the world, let us put our differences aside because in this time it is sensitive and almost emergency SOS for us to call out the injustices that we see going on a worldwide scale. Now with that said, I want to make sure that you know you need to subscribe, okay? Okay, because who is this? Your host, Hathor Erzali Akhenaten of Priestess Politics, baby. Okay, make sure that you become a member of XLab TV. Smash that like button, become a subscriber, and wait until you see what your girl got next.